going on, fam? I'm about to update you guys on my FTMO account. So previously I had made a video where I was going to be growing a $250 account on OANDA, but kind of find out I couldn't place more than 0.03 micro lots. So I decided to actually take my money out, and since FTMO is actually back in the US, which is where I'm at, I decided to get a 10K account for $99, so save 150 bucks, right? So this so far is my my account results, right? I started actually 2 weeks ago, which was on, I'll show you guys right here. It was on, get this load. What day was this on? Are you freezing? Right, here we go. On September 2nd of 2025, right? So far is what I have. So I'm only taking 1-on-1 trades. I'm not looking for 2-to-1s. Here's the trades I've taken so far, right? The results since I started, right? The first trade I took was on September 5th. My average win, my average loss, etc., right? So I actually want to break down what I have so far. In here, I have to hit 10%, so I'm up currently 2.52%. Got another 7.5 to go. All right, so I'll probably take another 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4. All right, so let me show you the trades that I got into, why I got into it. And if you guys want to see a video of like how I trade and how I look for my entries, just check out the previous video that I'll tag above. So on AU, for example, I had initially placed this buy limit at this low after taking out the previous day low, after creating a bullish candle. But unfortunately, this one never came to trigger me, so I ended up canceling this limit, right? So that's kind of out of the question. The next one I took was actually on September 8th, which this one was weird because it was like, I reached out to FTMO because they told me there was like a glitch where somehow it combined 2 of my trades together. Because whenever I take a hit on the first trade, I'll have a second sell limit at the same position on the stop loss. So on this position, I actually make $49.55, right? So I was up 0.5% on this account, 0.5% on this trade. And I only the initial trade setups that I take are 0.5%. So I'm only looking for 1 to 1 and 0.5%, just kind of growing it that way consistently. All right, so that was that. Now the reason why I entered on this one was because the previous day high here from the Friday the 5th was taken out right here with this candle. So what I did basically was I waited on for this bearish candle to form, and then place a sell limit right above that bearish candle and have a 25 stop loss, 25 TP and a 25 stop loss on the trade. And of course, if that first position gets taken out, I have just a backup position to double up on the first trade, so I can make my money right back. Essentially, what it is, right? So it's pullback. It's a pullback strategy. You know, just keep it nice and simple. And then on this day, on the 9th, again, we had the previous day high here, which was taken out with this move to the upside. I placed a sell limit above that wick after creating this bearish candle. Here. And got into drawdown for a little bit, but eventually this trade hit TP as well, right? So 25.25. All right, so that was 2. So that was it for AU. Let's see EU. And this is the same thing across all of the pairs, right? This one actually I took more of a bigger hit on EU because it didn't hit TP on my first trade or the second trade, but it hit TP on the third one. And so basically, if we take a look at here, I waited for price to take out the high from the 3rd of September, which was taken out right over here. But I trade between 7 and 11 a.m. Eastern time, and so I had actually waited for price to, you know, get a little higher, which I actually entered on the high of this bearish candle being formed here, and then placing that sell limit right above that candle wick. The first trade had taken me out. It seemed this day the buying pressure was super aggressive. This actually was this was on this was NFT day. which is why we got this bullish move to the upside. So it took me out the first position, second position, then I got hit TP on the third one here. So again, this is actually, the first one was a 25-25. The second setup was supposed to be 30-30, but I guess like spread and kind of slippage kind of threw it off a little bit. But then on the third one, I made it a 35 pip TP, so I ended up winning my money back on this trade from the previous 2 losses. So that's that right there. Fast forward. This one I didn't get triggered into. Alright, never triggered into that price. If it did, it probably put a hit TP right there, nice and easy. Then this one was taken on Thursday, 9/11. And same thing with this one. I waited for the previous day high to get broken out. On this current day, create that bearish candle, which was here, and I just placed a sell limit above that wick, 25-25. Nice hit on first trade. All right, so every trade that I typically get, well, every trade that I get into is just a 1-to-1 and $50 risk and a $50 TP. So I make it nice and simple. Just keep it nice and simple. Keep it nice and simple. All right. With this one I had never gotten triggered. They got close. All right, so I waited for the previous day to get taken out here. Got taken out slightly. And I set a sell limit, but it never got triggered on that day, so I canceled the sell limit. And then just waited for price to react for the next day. I didn't get much for the next days here, which day was this? This is Friday. I didn't take a setup in this one just because I only take one trade at a time. I wait for one position to be closed on one pair, and then I'll enter in another one. So there could have been other opportunities for me to enter in these, but I just didn't. But I did take a trade right here on 9/11, which was actually after price taking out this previous low here. All right, got taken out with these candles. Of course, I'm not looking at the markets until after like around that. That's from 7 o'clock, like I said. And so this trader actually got triggered right here, actually. So this is like it was right before 7, so like around 6:30 or so. What I did again, I waited for this previous day low to get taken out, which was actually taken out here. So this was like London open, so of course I was looking at the charts at the time, and this got triggered here and then shot to the upside. Quick 1-to-1, 25-25. That was 51 cents and $51.60 on this setup. But yeah, that's pretty much the update I have. What I'll do is I'll continue to update this account every 2 weeks, so you guys can see how I'm growing the account. Just the same strategy. Doesn't require any indicators. So, buddy, no indicators. 1-to-1s. First position 25-25, second 30-30, third position 35-35, and I'm pretty much just trading pullbacks, right? So, but yeah, man, I'll keep you guys updated. Peace.